Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle. And today I wanted to talk about how New Mexico could actually be in play for Donald Trump. Now, obviously, this is the poll I'm talking about specifically. This poll just was conducted recently, and it is an R internal. You got to remember that this is a Republican internal, but it is showing a +2 for Biden over Trump, which is a very close margin. Now, obviously, it is a Republican pollster, but remember, if it is this close in a Republican pollster, I think that it's very likely or very possible that New Mexico could be going to the toss-up category very soon. They honestly could be in like the category where Minnesota more or less is, in my opinion. That they could be moving towards that. That's what I think could be happening. New Mexico could actually be in play for Trump, which would be insane because New Mexico on top of Minnesota, on top of Virginia, of all states, to possibly be going to Trump is a very insane thing to think about because Trump basically has so many ways to win now based on all of these factors that are coming now, and based on how much popularity he is getting right now, he has so many chances of winning this election in so many different ways. It's crazy. But I know it is an R internal poll, but even Trump that close and it is an R internal is very insane to think. And remember, this right here is pre-debate. This is actually before the debate. You can even see right here, this guy also says it. But yes, this is before the debate. Remember, this poll was conducted before the debate even happened. So this poll could actually be showing Trump in the lead if this was post-debate. So that's the big reason New Mexico could possibly be in play, because this was pre-debate. This poll was before the debate even happened. And after the debates, Trump has literally skyrocketed massively. So this could be very interesting when it comes to New Mexico. And I also want to show this as well. So these are the polls from New Mexico that's happened recently. And the one before, obviously, these two was a Biden +7. But the R internals, this one right here is very interesting. So this includes Kennedy, Stein, Oliver, and Terry. So if they are included, it's a it's a Biden +1. Which this is pre-debate. Remember that Trump could single-handedly win the state of New Mexico because of the other candidates being in the race. This is what I mean. It could be more like a Minnesota situation, and honestly, a better situation for Trump than Minnesota, because I think New Mexico is a little bit more tired of Biden than Minnesota is. Minnesota is more of a third-party vote share state. New Mexico is more of a Democrat-leaning state, or a Democrat. Either a Democrat lean state or a solid Democrat state, but right now it's more of like a lean. So it's very interesting to see that it's a Biden +1 in an R internal before the debate. This could honestly be a Trump +2, Trump +3 in an R internal right now if this was post-debate. And just to show in the RCP, I just wanted to show it anyway. This is the RCP only had these polls for New Mexico so far: the +7, +8, +10, and +6. They don't have any others besides those on this RCP, so there is no RCP average. And also, all the polls on the RCP are not recent. And I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't include the Biden +1 and Biden +2 just to make it more interesting for New Mexico, but I understand why they probably didn't, but they did include a D pollster, so hopefully they do include the R pollster as well, just to make it more fair, I guess you could say. And also, I wanted to include this right here. So this was recently leaked. It is a blue internal poll, and it shows North Carolina with a Trump +11, Georgia with a Trump +10. Arizona with a Trump +10, Nevada with a Trump +10, Pennsylvania with a Trump +7, Michigan with a Trump +7, Wisconsin with a Trump +4, New Hampshire with a Trump +3, Virginia with a Trump .6, and by the way, New Hampshire is also very surprising, and a New Mexico with a Trump 0.5%, which is crazy for a D internal poll. And even Red Eagle down here just saying chilled. It is very crazy to think that it is that wide of a margin from a D internal poll. This is a D internal poll, by the way. A D internal poll is showing Trump up in the lead in Mexico, Trump up in the lead in Virginia, Trump in the lead in New Hampshire. Trump could single-handedly dominate this election if this is truth right here. If this D internal poll is not false, Trump is on his way to get close to Reagan numbers if this is possible right here, which is crazy to think about if that's possible. But yeah, New Mexico, honestly, it is very possible that New Mexico could be in play because of all of these factors. A D internal poll showing a Trump 0.5%, and this was post-debate. And the one I showed you earlier that this is the R internal, but it was before the debate. It was a Biden +2. So if it's showing a D internal is a 0.5% for Trump in New Mexico, New Mexico could be going to Trump, which is crazy. Now, obviously, I don't want to go overboard because obviously we should be focusing on Pennsylvania and states like that. But at the same time, if you can get these states, we need to get them because you could have a supermajority in the House. You could have a big majority in the Senate. Now, obviously, the Senate is a little bit different because a lot of states do vote opposite party when they do split tickets, especially New Mexico. New Mexico would most likely be splitting the ticket when it comes to Senate and Trump. So it very, very much depends. But for House races specifically, you could get a supermajority in the House if you single-handedly win all of these states by this amount of margin, which is just crazy to think about that Trump might actually do that because of how much he is in the lead in all these states. There is also the general election right here. I just wanted to show you guys. Trump is up by 2.4 percentage points, which is crazy because he leads almost every single category when it comes to the general election polling. The only one he does not lead is down here, and it's a Biden +2. Other than that, every single one except this tie up here is a Trump, is literally a Trump margin. So Trump could be skyrocketed to so many numbers when it comes to this election soon. He could be getting up to the four-point margins when it came to him a while ago. You never know what could happen. That would be crazy if he did, though. And also the battlegrounds, just to show you guys this. The battlegrounds are all showing a Trump win except Wisconsin, obviously. But over 5 points in Arizona and over almost 3 points in Nevada is crazy. And also for Pennsylvania to have a +3, how did y'all see a reason Biden can win this election? If Trump falters this amount of lead when it comes to the November election, then I don't know what he could do just to make it followed by this much. But him leading by this much is a crazy thing, and it's also a really great thing for him to be leading by this much. And hopefully it sticks and stays because he is dominating in every single aspect, and it's crazy to see. And also, just to show you guys on the RCP Electoral College map, they do have a lot of states when it comes to the toss-up category. They have New Hampshire, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada. They have all of those states in the toss-up category now, which there is so many ways Trump can win this right here. He could literally get Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, win the election. He can... I believe he doesn't need Nevada or Arizona. I can't exactly remember, but I know if he just gets Pennsylvania, he wins the election. But he can sweep the board. He can get Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, New Hampshire, and possibly New Mexico. If he swept the board like that, there is zero shot that the House is Democrat-controlled and the Senate is Democrat-controlled. You are probably getting no matter what, a majority in the Senate and House. And you will see so many margins gained in New Jersey. Now, obviously, New Jersey is showing a Biden +7 right now, but you will see gains in New Jersey. You will see gains in probably Connecticut. You will also see gains in some other states as well. You will definitely see gains in states like Nevada, Arizona. You'll see a lot of gains when it comes to this. You'll definitely see gains in Maine if he can pick off New Hampshire. He could possibly even win Maine. You just never know. But it is crazy to think that Trump does lead in a D internal for New Mexico. That is just crazy to think. And also, this was pre-debate, so a Biden +2 in a pre-debate for an R internal is also crazy to think. So there's and also a +3 for the Democrat is also interesting too. So you could also see possibly them winning the Senate. Now, I wouldn't guess that because I think if Trump did win New Mexico, I don't see him winning the Senate race in New Mexico. I see it getting close, but I don't see New Mexico pulling it out for Domenici. I do think Trump would win it though if he did win New Mexico. I just don't see the senator winning it. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk to you guys about this today. I just wanted to talk to you guys about how New Mexico could be in play for Trump, but I'm not exactly sure if it is. There needs to be more evidence coming out for me, in my opinion, to say that it could be leaning towards Trump. But for now, I will say that New Mexico could be going in the toss-up category if there is more polling that does come out, because Virginia is definitely in the toss-up category in my opinion, and New Mexico could be going that direction quite possibly. But let me know in the comments, guys, how you feel about this. Do you think New Mexico is turning the corner, becoming a toss-up? Do you think it's just polling because of the debate? Now, obviously, this poll right here is pre-debate, but do you just think that it'll just dwindle down and New Mexico will go for Biden? In my opinion, I think New Mexico is probably going to go for Biden at the end of the day, even if it does get close. Now, a state like Virginia could go to Trump. I think that's actually quite possible. It just really depends on his VP pick and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.